I want to do something different this year. Go somewhere remote, to the other end of the Earth. The Arctic. Yes. Yes, Greenland. A motorcycle journey. Something challenging. Something with danger. I'm on a muskox hunt. I'm on safari by this motorcycle. We've got to head out across the ridges. That river over there, apparently there's herds of wild muskox there. It's pretty gutless. It's only 50cc. And I might add, this is one wild little experiment to see what happens. Okay, cross-country muskox hunting, here we go. Woo. I've paid about $400 bond to bring this baby back alive, so I'll have to be pretty careful. I haven't got much money. Woohoo! That's flat out, flat out. So I think I'll warm up doing a bit of trials riding across the ridge over there. Okay, this is where the track ends. From here on, it's all just wild stuff, so let's see what happens. Woo. It's going to take me about 8 to 10 hours of storming through all this, and just as long to get back home. Fortunately, there's 24 hours daylight in the Arctic. This is Greenland tundra. In a couple of months, this whole area will be hit by blizzards and covered with snow and ice, snap frozen to 40 degrees below zero. I'm heading to the farthest mountains you can imagine. There's only a brief window of time to go exploring, especially on a dirt bike. Muskox footprints. That's where they'll be, just over this ridge. I'll keep moving. Hey, time's marching on and it's cold here in the Arctic. Whoa, 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 whoa. Downhill it was a fireball, unstoppable. It was a pain in the ass going uphill though. Some muskox trail for sure. Whew. Look at that for a view, it's absolutely beautiful. I don't think it'd be a wise move to go on down there. It's about 45 degrees and I'd never get back up. So I'll head across towards where the sun is setting. Oh, what's this? Like the Valley of Death. It's too steep to go around that way. Too many bloody rocks to go around that way. This is the path through. Now, if I pull a nice mono, it'll save bashing the bike on all these rocks. Not bad. Ah, shit! You little beauty! Shit. Okay. You know, if it broke down out here, I'd have no idea how I'd get it back out again. I just have to leave it and start walking. That's my... I've been here before. That'd be a safe way to go back home, I'd say. Follow that same mark. Unless it's the way I've just come. I think it's the way I've just been. Shit. I think it was like that when I got it. Let's see how that could have happened. Yeah, it was like that, I'm sure. I just got to be more careful, eh? Well, you could easily get lost out here. It's sort of important that I check the fuel. There's the ice cap. There. The ice cap. What an adventure. There's some droppings. And there's its backbone. Must have really needed that. Go! Go! It's bogged. Smells like the clutch. Come on, Herbie, come on! I finally reached the summit. One slip and it's death. Shit. I've come across a road. Things are looking up now. So I'm going to take the easy way out of here. I heard about a strange Norwegian hermit that's been squatting in one of these radar stations. He's been here for more than 20 years, just him and his radio. I wonder if this is the place. I think this is some lookout station, something to do with navigation.
Safety second, and never interfere with nature. We go trundling quite frequently here. We did expeditions, and a very good trundler knows where there's secret, untrundled cliffs. If you come with me, you pay me your krona, I will take you to a cliff which has never been trundled. No bloody problem. Come to me. I can take you to places where no one has rolled a single rock down the cliff. I'm leading an expedition tomorrow. Everyone pays me 5,000 krona. We go up and find special place that only I know.
We come to trundle here, but we've seen that other people have trundled here before us, which is very bad. So we have just spied a good rock, and I'm going down to trundle it now. Nice trundling rock, not particularly good destination. Very poor.
Look.
It got 3.5 out of 10 because it started small chain reaction, but not good trundle.
You're only doing what nature will do anyway in time. Both the pitterrack, which is a strong wind, will trundle, the ice will trundle, everything trundles. So we just come along and save nature having to do with it.
The only law of trundling is you cannot place a rock. Nature must have placed the rock, because the first law of trundling is never meddle with nature.
Clever guy, but still, I haven't found these furry beasts. It's like, just after 6 o'clock. I'm about an hour overdue with the bike, so I better get it back. Maybe, Like the Pied Piper, I was drawn in by the fascination of this music. As I wandered around with my camera, I discovered a man of total dedication, a pure perfectionist. And he appeared to be an inventor. kind of scientist. He was definitely an artist. And also a hunter. He's got to know all about muskox.
Cello play can be hard for the neighbors or the dogs.
I asked him, where could I find muskox? He told me they live deep in the valleys, but to be very careful. They're unpredictable and likely to bolt at you.
It can be quite dangerous. It is coming really as a big surprise for you. Then you might have problems.
But he was more concerned about my transport.
Very difficult because there are quite many quite steep mountains. You can have lakes and rivers, which can be, say, quite difficult to cross.
He's also a local weatherman. He warned of a frightening storm he called Pitterak.
And it is called the Pitterak. The velocity can be, say, more than 300 kilometers per hour. And when it is very cold at the same time, where it could be, say, minus 40, the destructive effect of it can be quite big.
I took off back to the hills. Although the sun never sets at this time of the year, there was a definite change in the weather. These strange winds are very localized and are most powerful down in the valleys, the very place where the muskox live. The winds come and go within an hour or two, but they have been known to blast solidly for up to 2 weeks. This hut was just hit by a Pitterak. Check it out. Just as well I had the rope hooked on, they could have lost the dunny door. I realised there's no time to waste. These breezes scare the living hell out of me. Choke. If I'm going to find these hairy beasts, I've got to get a real move on. At a fearful speed, with camera in one hand and throttle in the other, I took off flat out across the tundra valley. The more I stuck it into her, the more the little bike loved it. Muskox dung. There must be heaps of them around here somewhere. I come across another road. These roads were cut in by the Americans during the time of the Cold War, about 40 years ago. I'm not sure who looks after them, but they're in great shape. They don't seem to go anywhere, and usually come to a dead end by about 1 or 2 kilometres. I left the road to head up the hill for a better view. My mind flashed back to the weatherman's comments.
Very difficult because there are quite many quite steep mountains. And they are, as you have seen, they are quite steep. It can be quite dangerous for you.
He certainly wasn't joking when he was talking about mountains. The next challenge is to cross this river. Down there looks easy. I think the muskox could be hiding in the scrub over the other side.
You can have lakes and rivers, which can be, say, quite difficult to cross. It is coming really as a big surprise for you.
Jesus. Okay, now where do I go? The situation is hopeless. I'm surrounded by lakes, rivers and mountains. The machine I'm on's too slow. It's holding me back. about face. This whole exercise is fast looking like one of the most ridiculous things I've ever done in my whole life. Civilization. I have to know who lives in here. Hello? Shit. Yeah. Yeah. Shit. Ah, yeah. Push him down. I've no idea what he's saying. And he doesn't understand me either. This your baby? Huh? Who's this one? Yeah. I guess he's talking about shooting a bear. Yes. Right through. One side. Yeah. Because you... Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got the same seal. It's a great little place. Oh, they're not bears, they're puppies. Okay, I forgot something. Never mind. Two nano. Two. Straight ahead, muskox. They can charge you. I'm hoping that this, just the roar of this bike will just keep them off. They're pretty wild beasts, you know. A few people have been charged by them. They say you should never approach a muskox on a downhill because they can run up at you. They're fast at running up, slow at going downhill. Moment of truth. There they are. I'm off. He's just turned my way but hasn't seen me at all. I'm creeping up. It's right behind this pole. It can't see me and I can't see it. But there's a way out of this. There's a clever escape. I'll take off straight up there. It's a good escape route, eh? There's no problems. Here they are. Check them out. They're beauties. Finally got a nice spot to put my camera. It's nice and still. I can check them out and they're checking me out too. Look at the horns on them. Totally different set of horns on the one on the left. It must be a female. Or vice versa. I can see three of them all around me. That's the big daddy. He's the aggressive one. He's not scared a bit. He's on his way down to check me out. It's a really big one too, so I gotta be pretty careful now. It's a big one. It's a big one. I've got water in between them and me, which makes me feel good. Oh no, they're all gathering around my escape pole. What'll I do? I'm slowly making my way to safety. I remember the ancient rules of the old hermit.
First is safety. Number 2 is safety as well. And the third and most important is never interfere with nature.
With that, I snuck out. Now, I'm trying to find my motorbike. can't see it anyway. I haven't lost the bloody thing. I think I can see it. That's got to be it. Here she is. First pull clutch in, kick down on starter, and instant action. Interesting. Lights.
It's low on fuel, it should be enough.
Choke.
Maybe it just needs a really long rest.
Guten Tag, mein Himmel. If you ever get eaten by the polar bear, you go in here in the Mund, in the Schnauze, and all the way through the middle like this, right, like down here through the middle like this, and then you go out the other side like that, just out here. Very good indeed.